Melissa, I want a divorce.
Huh? What's wrong with you, Ben? What are you talking about? You're gone for 3 days and then you finally contact me. And that's what you say?
I was racking my brain over this the whole time. I had to be true to myself, but then again, if I say it, there is no turning back. But I finally made up my mind, and before I lose confidence in myself again, I decided to come right out and say it.
Oh, yeah. So why? What's the reason for this sudden life-altering decision?
Yeah. Well, there's this girl. And I kind of like her. No, I love her and I want to marry her, so her name is...
Tammy, right?
Huh? Why did you...
You're really dense, aren't you? I knew a long time ago that you and my little sister Tammy were sneaking around behind my back. I wanted definite proof, so I even hired a private investigator to check you guys out.
Huh? But how? Where did we screw up?
Actually, it was pretty easy. Tammy wasn't really discreet about the relationship. As a matter of fact, I'm pretty sure she wanted me to find out.
You're not serious.
She would upload photos to Instagram, sort of hinting at the relationship. You should check it out for yourself.
Hinting? What do you mean? I saw those photos. There is nothing outrageous.
Look a little closer. There are little messages in there. There's one where you turn it upside down and it reads, "I love Ben." Just the other day, she uploaded a photo with the caption, "Dinner with my boo," and I could see her reflection in the wine glass.
Holy crap! Are you serious?
Like I said, I hired a private investigator to check you guys out and to collect all the evidence. I'll give you that divorce, but you will pay for it. Literally.
Pay for it? You mean pay compensation?
Bingo! If you were racking your brains to finally come to a decision, you must have thought about that.
But Tammy said, you being her sister, she was sure that you would not go that far. They wouldn't demand compensation.
Sorry to disappoint you, Ben. Reality is a bitch. My lawyer will draw up papers for the compensation demand. It makes no difference if you're family or not. You have to face up to the consequences. You're living at Tammy's place now, right? I probably won't get much out of you with your meager salary. But my lawyer will be visiting you, so I suggest you take his advice. Or this thing will go to court and it will just cost you more time and money, and less time with your beloved Tammy. I urge you to do the right thing.
Hey sis, how are ya? Did you get a call from Ben yesterday? You knew about the divorce. Shocker, huh? So, did you think about it? When did you decide this is gonna happen? Sooner the better.
You're being a bit hasty, don't you think? You can't make a decision about these things in a day or two. It's more complicated than that.
All you have to do is sign the divorce papers and submit them. That's it, right? What's so hard about that? Doesn't seem too complicated to me. You're just dragging your heels. You don't want this divorce. He doesn't love you anymore. Just give it up for God's sake.
Am I experiencing deja vu? A repeat of yesterday?
What are you talking about?
Compensation.
Huh?
You guys are planning to blow everything open one of these days anyway. I'm sure you thought about compensation. That's what a husband usually does when he cheats on his wife.
Oh, come on, Melissa. Are you serious? You're going to demand money from your own sister?
Reality is a bitch. Sister, ex-husband, demanding compensation in such matters, it makes not difference at all.
Am I hearing you right? I'm your own flesh and blood, for God's sake.
You guys went behind my back and had an affair. Legally, you're obligated to pay up. Family or otherwise, life's a bitch.
Yeah, you already said that. All right. Ben will probably work things out anyway. Have it your way.
My lawyer will be visiting you guys soon, so I will expect full compensation for stealing my husband away from me.
Hey sis, Tammy here. Hey, the compensation was deposited into your bank account already, right?
Yeah, I confirmed it yesterday, so I submitted the divorce papers right after that.
Great, thanks for that. You know what? We already submitted our marriage registration at City Hall today.
Wow, that was fast.
Not fast enough. I wanted to be Ben's wife for so long, and that day has finally come. I'm ecstatic. Boy, oh boy, you don't know how happy I am. This is a dream come true for me.
I'm actually grateful. There was no need to take this to court. That would have been a complete hassle, to be honest.
Huh? Court? What are you talking about?
Nothing that complicated. Actually, I was thinking of divorcing Ben way before you guys started seeing each other. But if he refused when we had to go to court, it would have taken time and money. It would have been one big hassle. But just my luck, you guys started to see each other behind my back, and eventually Ben came to me begging for a divorce. Man, what a stroke of luck.
Oh, really? Actually, you sound more like a sore loser to me.
Can I ask you something, Tammy?
What? I'm actually feeling great now, so yeah, ask away.
What was so great about Ben? What was it that attracted you to him? Seriously, I really want to know.
Huh? Well, it was...
It may seem kind of strange for me to say. After all, I was married to him, but seeing all your past boyfriends, Ben just didn't seem the type that you would, you'd be attracted to.
Oh my god, Melissa, never thought I'd see the day that you'd be so totally defeated.
Defeated?
I mean, you make him sound so disagreeable. He's actually a really cool guy. Very reliable if you get my meaning. You're like a dog with its tail between its legs, scampering away.
Okay, I see. Well, I got what I wanted, so I have no complaints. All that's left is for him to gather up his things here and move out. Then we are completely done.
Huh? Hold on a second, Melissa. It's you that has to gather up your things.
Huh? Now why would I do that?
Come on, sis. That house. Ben bought that house, right? It's in his name, right? The house is way too big for you alone. A nice little 5-bedroom house with a garden and a patio. What I've always wanted. I plan to have Mom and Dad live there with us, so we're getting ready to move in, so I would appreciate that you move out as soon as possible. As you know, Mom and Dad don't get along with you, so no way we can all live together. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, Mom and Dad have always been on your side. I hated that environment growing up, and that's why I left home after graduating from high school.
Yeah, so you're aware of the situation, so I need you out of that house as soon as possible.
But you're forgetting one important fact. This house, it belongs to a friend of mine, a married couple I'm very friendly with.
Huh? What the hell are you blabbering on about?
My friends are currently stationed overseas. They are stationed over there for 3 years, so they asked me to look after their home until they return. But they're scheduled to return in 2 weeks, so I'm currently getting ready to move out.
Hold it a sec. Wait, what?
When Ben and I got married 2 years ago, he was well aware of the fact.
You're kidding me!
Hey, Melissa. Please pick up. Let's get back together. Please. I told Tammy and her parents that my part-time job paid $1,200 a month. They almost crucified me.
Wow, I saw it coming, but that was fast.
They all thought I was a full-time worker at that office. And at that house that your friend owns. They thought it was mine. That I inherited or something. I don't know where the hell they got that idea. That house is huge. They figured I must have a good paying job to be able to afford such a house.
Boy, you really haven't changed.
This isn't funny! What am I going to do? After that, they made me sign the divorce papers and kicked me out of the house. I'm sitting in the park by the school now. What am I going to do? Could you come pick me up? Please, Melissa. I have no one to turn to.
The park by the school? That's right near where my folks and Tammy live. No way I'm going down there. I really don't want to be anywhere near them.
My folks live really far away. Besides, after I said I was going to divorce you, they cut ties with me. They said they never want to see me again. I have nowhere to go. I'm going to have to sleep right here in this park.
There's a Days Inn down the block. Get a room there.
I would, but I have no money.
Huh?
I quit my part-time job yesterday.
Wait a sec, you quit? Why'd you go and do that?
Well, Tammy said we would be living with her parents once we got married, so I figured she meant she wanted me to live with her folks at their home. If I was to live at their house, well, it takes more than an hour to my job, so I thought I would look for a job closer by. But they were getting all packed and ready to go to that house, the one your friend owns. They told me that the house they were living in was only a rental, and they terminated the lease on both the house and Tammy's apartment today.
Okay, let me get this straight. You thought you were going to live with them, and they thought they were going to live with you. Got your wires all crossed. Now you guys have nowhere to live. That about right?
I paid your compensation as the lawyer instructed. Otherwise, it would go to court, and I don't have any money to hire a lawyer. How did I even get myself into this mess? The only option I have left is to get back together with you.
You're not serious. Not on your life.
Huh? But I have nothing.
Now that it's all come to this, ever since the company you worked for went bankrupt, you've been content with that part-time job, not bothering to look for a real job. My take-home pay was way better than yours. You treated me as if I was your ATM machine. Always asking for handouts. I was getting sick and tired of it. I wanted to divorce you even before I found out you were cheating on me.
Please, give me another chance. I'll look for a full-time job right away, so please help me out here.
A little late for that, don't you think? I never want to see you again. See ya!
Please, Melissa, don't abandon me. I'm sorry.
Melissa, you there? You said you were moving out of that house. Where are you going? Give me the address, right away.
Excuse me? I have no reason to tell you. Why would I even tell you guys?
If you don't tell us, what are we supposed to do? Sleep in the park?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I really have to go.
We were planning on living in that house. We already terminated our lease on the house and I moved out of my apartment last week. So we have nowhere to go. So, the only place we have left is to live at your new place. So come on, give me your address.
That's not going to happen.
Huh? Why is that? I can't believe you. Your family's in trouble and you're not going to give us a helping hand? You're cruel.
You really think I'm going to help a sister who stole my husband and my so-called parents who encouraged her? Who in their right mind would help people like you? Family or otherwise. Anyway, we cut all family ties, right? You people mean nothing to me.
Okay, then I will reinstate you as a family member. How's that? We could be one big family again. So tell us where you're moving to.
Sorry, but I would rather you not reinstate me. I have no intention of being part of this so-called one big family.
Huh? But...
Besides, the place I'm moving to is my company dormitory. I can't have strangers sleeping over.
Huh? A company dorm?
Yeah, it's a woman's only dorm. There are strict rules, especially regarding unauthorized people living there. There's a custodian in the lobby that checks employee IDs.
What? When did all this happen? Why you? Why do you get special treatment? What about us?
What's the problem? Just find another place to live. Lease a house or get an apartment somewhere. Maybe you can get Dad to ask his company. I'm sure they have employee apartments, temporarily even. He should get advice from his company. I'm sure they'll help him out somehow. Mine did.
Dad quit his job last month.
Excuse me?
He thought Ben was making loads of money, so he figured Ben would support him and we could live in that big house. He didn't think it was necessary to work anymore, so he retired early. He got a paltry retirement pay, but after paying you, well, there was not much left.
My God, you guys really screwed things up.
What am I gonna do, Melissa? Please help us out. It's the least you can do.
Please, don't come begging to me for help.
Huh?
I will say this one last time. I have no intention of continuing any family relationship with a sister who stole my husband and parents who backed her up. I have no family. Simple as that.
Come on, please, Melissa. We're family. Don't abandon us.
After that conversation, I thought that was the end of it, but the next day, my sister and my parents came barging into my office demanding to see me. Fortunately, I was not there. I retired from that company years ago. That was my old place of employment, but they still accused the receptionist of lying and insisted that she bring me out. They continued in this vein for hours until the police were eventually called. A relative was finally located and had to come to the police station to bail them out. They reluctantly returned to this relative's small farmhouse in the countryside. The relative's house is quite a distance away, so I will probably never see them again. As for Ben, he talked his way into a friend's place for a few nights, which apparently turned into a few weeks. On top of that, his friend borrowed money in his name and, one day, just up and disappeared, leaving him holding the bag. Well, he ended up being in debt to some scary people. I hear he's working his butt off at one of their warehouses somewhere. Not a very promising environment to be in. I would hate to be in his shoes. He's still young. Maybe he'll make it out alive.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey sis, are you there? Pick up, would you? I got some super good news for you. You're really gonna envy me about this. You can bet on it. You gotta hear this. Pick up, sis.
Is this Elaine? I haven't heard from you for, I guess it must be like 5 years, right? What's the super news you want me to hear?
Hold on to your bitches. I'm getting married.
Huh? You, my little sister, getting married?
Not only is he very rich, but owns some huge estate. He's working at this small corporation right now, a regular employee, but down the line, he's going to take over his father's company. He'll be the CEO. Can you believe it? You know what that means, right? Yep, landed me a rich and successful guy. I hit the jackpot. I bet you're seething with envy right about now. You always thought I couldn't keep a guy for long. Remember that? You always used to say that. That I was picking and choosing, and what do you know? I found the perfect guy. Looks like you're the loser now, huh? Didn't you get married some years back, Amy? And you're still working. You both have to work to make ends meet, I see. You really picked a loser for a husband. Can't properly provide for his wife. I'm not going to make that mistake.
I'm working because I want to. I could quit anytime I want. It's not about that.
Yeah, excuses. You've always been too stuffy. Miss Goody Two Shoes. LOL. That's why you'll forever be poor, unlike me. LOL. So sorry to live the good life.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, congratulations. And I would appreciate it if you would quit chiding my husband. He's been a great partner.
Yeah.
I really don't care what your values are or what reasoning is for picking a husband, but I'm sure you know what choosing someone merely for money will get you nowhere. Actually, it would just build animosity over time. I really don't have to tell you. You're a grown woman. If you want to make this kind of relationship last, you better learn to keep your mouth shut about certain things. I know it's hard to keep up this outward appearance, but if you want the marriage to last, if you don't maintain this facade, someday you'll regret it.
Oh my god, now I know you're super envious. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, well, I figured you'd say that. At least I tried. So, is that all you wanted? Anything else?
Huh? What do you mean?
Why'd you text me? Any specific reason other than that you're getting married? If that's all, I really have to get back to work. I'm meeting my husband for dinner tonight. I don't want to be late.
I'm not finished yet.
Seriously? What is it?
We're going to hold a wedding. I'll send you an invitation once it's all been scheduled, okay?
Do I really have to attend?
Of course! You're my sister, for God's sake. Why wouldn't I invite you? Anyway, I'll send it to you once it's a go. So, see ya!
Hey, Elaine, can we talk for a second?
Hello, Amy. What's up? Something wrong?
I just arrived at the wedding hall. I'm standing here at the reception desk. That invitation you sent me. The girl at the reception desk said it's a different design and that my name is nowhere on the invitation list. What's going on? I took the day off to come here today. You better have a good reason for this.
Oh no, you actually came?
Huh? What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, well, you weren't that enthusiastic about coming to the wedding, so I sent you a fake invitation. But you're here, so does that mean in reality you wanted to attend? Is that it? Yeah, well, I don't blame you for wanting to come, but I thought you'd just toss the invitation in the trash, so... My fiancé's friends are all real successful people, rich, prestigious families. Bet you wanted to mingle with them, lol. But it wouldn't really look great if my sister is seen trying to snare some eligible guy during the reception. Just wouldn't look good. So, sorry, but there's no place for you here.
Hello? Haven't you forgotten something? I'm married, for God's sake. Why would I be looking for an eligible guy? Leaving that aside for now, why would you even do such an awful thing to your sister on your own wedding day?
I just wanted to teach you a lesson, that's all. However, if you pay us $10,000 for the privilege of attending the wedding, well, I could prepare a seat for you, but there's no way you can come up with that much cash.
$10,000? Are you out of your mind? I'm not gonna pay that. I'm leaving. Goodbye.
Go right ahead. Losers aren't welcome here. Good riddance. See you around. Maybe I'll see you at the homeless camp under the overpass one of these days. Amy, answer me! How could you? Why didn't you tell me? If I knew from the start, I would have invited you. No problem. So why? Come on, sis. Please, pick up. I'm sorry.
What do you want? Aren't you right in the middle of your wedding about now? What's up?
Don't act all innocent. You knew that this wedding was called off, and you said nothing. How could you?
Huh? Seriously? I was wondering if there was a possibility that this might happen, but I guess it happened.
Why didn't you tell me sooner? How could you hide such an important fact from me? You never told me you knew my fiancé. Dennis, why the hell do you even know him? But what's more, the company that Dennis is doing business with, the CEO of that company, you're this guy's wife? When the hell did this happen? That company is Dennis's top client. This is the first time hearing about this, and you said $10,000 was too much for you? Yeah, right, like the wife of a company CEO? And a major corporation at that? That's chump change for a guy like that. Why the hell are you this guy's wife anyway? It doesn't make sense. You're supposed to be poor, for God's sake. You're super rich.
Oh, about that. Yeah, I have the money, but not for you.
Huh?
Anyway, there was really no reason for me to announce that I'm the wife of some CEO. What's the difference anyway? I don't know Dennis personally. I met him a few times at a couple receptions that I attended with my husband, but that's about it. I just happened to run into your fiancé as I was leaving. He recognized me right away. I was not sure who it was. I knew the name, but didn't put two and two together. That's when I found out that you had canceled my invitation due to me being sick or something, and I was taken off the invitation list.
Huh? Dennis? He came up and talked to you?
Yes, I was quarreling with the receptionist when he spotted me. He asked me what the problem was, and I simply explained the fact, that's all.
What? Are you for real? So you just blabbed about all of it? Is that it?
That's a strange way to put it. I didn't blab about anything. Besides, I can't lie to a major client. And we know each other through business. If I lie, it would eventually get out anyway. Actually, it would make things way more awkward.
Well, because of that, he annulled our engagement on the spot. You do realize that. My jackpot, my lease to a celeb life, gone in a second. What are you going to do about it? It's all your fault, Amy. I want you to take responsibility of this.
I did nothing wrong. I'm the victim here. I was the one who was scammed into attending the wedding, for which you canceled at the last minute. You knew what you were doing from the get-go.
It's your fault. No if or buts about it. I don't want to hear it. You never wanted me to be happy. You're so cruel. I want you to take full responsibility. I want your husband, divorce him, and have him marry me. He's way richer than the guy I was going to marry. This would be a way to get back at him. I'll show him. I'm willing to let all of this pass if you divorce your husband and you talk to him into marrying me.
Hold it a second. What exactly do I have to take responsibility for? I don't get it.
You blabbed about me. You have to take responsibility for ruining my wedding. You give me your husband and I sweep this all under the rug. It's a win-win for all.
That's the most irrational thing I have ever heard.
Huh? It's not irrational at all.
I must admit, you are pretty, but your brain certainly isn't working right. Maybe you should see a psychiatrist?
Are you insinuating that I'm deranged or something?
All responsibility lies with you, Elaine, and only you.
No way, it's all your fault.
Okay then, let me ask you this. Do you know why Dennis annulled the engagement? Do you even know?
Huh?
Well, that's because what did I do?
Huh? Well, you?
Yeah, I figured. What I really want to say is, figure it out for yourself, but it wouldn't seem right to cause additional discomfort to Dennis and his family, so I'll do my best I can to enlighten you. He was upset that you purposely invited me to the wedding, but then at the last minute revoked that invitation. You're snickering with satisfaction as I was leaving. The way you degrade someone who works despite being married as being poor. But what's more, it was your attitude toward him. Your only concern was with his money and his status in life. That's the only thing you saw in him. He finally saw through that. He couldn't go live the rest of his life with someone so despicable, so lacking in moral values.
Huh? Everyone knows that being rich is way better than being poor.
See? That's what I mean.
Huh? I can't understand you, sis. Always the straight arrow. This is the real world.
Dennis is a good person. He finally saw your true intentions. He was completely turned off by you. It's like you pulled off your mask and revealed your true self. He couldn't bear to even being in your presence after that. I really don't blame him. That's why I haven't seen or cared to the last 5 years. Actually, I thought I would never see you again.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and Dennis can just shove it. I can find a way better guy.
Well, maybe someday you'll come to your senses. Just think all about what I told you and reflect on it. I suggest you hold off on marrying until you truly come to grips with your perspective on life. If you don't, you won't get very far.
Don't lecture me about life. Elaine, are you there? This is an emergency. I need $100,000 right now. Please have it ready for me ASAP.
Huh? $100,000? Are you crazy?
I need it within the week. Get it ready for me, you got it?
Like I said, are you crazy? How can I get that kind of money ready?
Come on, Emmy, you're the wife of a CEO. $100,000 is nothing for a guy like that. He's probably worth millions. If you don't do as I say, I'm gonna spread rumors about you, that you're a cheapskate.
What's the money for anyway?
I got a call demanding that I pay for the whole wedding that was cancelled. They said it was my fault that this happened and that I would have to cover the entire cost. I can't pay such a fortune. And I was also seeing this other guy, and I guess they found out about him.
Another guy? Seriously?
So I have to pay the cost for the wedding and for cheating on him.
Man, I thought what you did to me was bad enough, but wow.
I couldn't help myself. They were so cool and handsome.
Huh?
I would have married one of those guys, but they were, had no money.
Wait a sec. Did you just say they? You were fooling around with more than one guy?
It was 3 guys. What can I say?
3, huh? Hard to believe you were actually going to get married. Dennis was lucky he got out in time.
But I couldn't very well just dump them all just because I was getting married.
No wonder I left home at such a young age. The best decision of my life. Mom and Dad spoiled you rotten but left me on my own. I promised myself I would never be like them. And when I got old enough, I left home. I moved in with my aunt. You remember Aunt Jenny? She treated me like her own daughter, and I will be grateful to her forever. I went to school from her place and moved out after graduating from college. Like I said, it was the best decision of my life. I don't want to even think what would have happened if I stayed.
Sis, about that 100,000?
You're going to have to work that out yourself. I have no intention of giving you a dime.
I can't do this on my own.
Well, there is nothing I can or will do. Sorry.
How can you be so cruel, sis?
Get your act together, for God's sake. You're already 26 years old, for crying out loud. It's your responsibility. Face up to what you did. No more running away, Elaine.
I can't. Please, help me out.
See you, Amy. Nice knowing you. My parents were trying to ignore this whole thing, but as a matter of fact, they decided to move out soon after leaving Amy holding the bag. But I heard they ran into some kind of trouble after moving into their new home and ended up getting sued. As a result, they got divorced, and I hear they're both working to pay off the debt they've accumulated. As for my little sister Amy, she finally realized she could not rely on others anymore and started working as a hostess at a bar downtown. With her good looks and sweet talking ways, she was a natural, and she thought it was the easiest way to make money quickly. But things didn't go well with the other girls. Some kind of trouble with a guest, I can only imagine, and she was eventually forced out. So now she's working various part-time jobs to make ends meet. Maybe she'll wise up one of these days and make something of her life, or maybe she'll finally find the right guy.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Terry, are you there? You do realize that this is my parents' home. We're already divorced, so I want you out of there ASAP. How much longer do you plan to stay? I want you out. You've practically taken over the living room. Are you out of your mind? The place looks like a total pigsty.
Is it you again, Erica? Why you keep on harping on and on about that? For your information, I do not plan on leaving.
Why not?
Because Mom said so. She said that once you get married, the wife provides everything to the husband. That's apparently the accepted practice. So, even though we are divorced, you were once my wife, and everything you own has been transferred to me.
Are you nuts? I've never heard such hogwash in my life. Did your mom grow up in the Middle Ages or something? Besides, this is not my house. It's my parents' place. They've got nothing to do with your hokey-pokey beliefs.
I'm gonna say this one more time. Once we're married, what's yours becomes mine, even if we're divorced. Therefore, the house now belongs to me. I want you out of my house ASAP, you parasite.
Parasite? Have you totally lost it, Terry?
You're an unwelcome bug. Where'd I put that bug spray? I really should have this whole house fumigated.
Terry, you've totally gone wacko. You really should see a doctor.
Just get the hell out of my house, please.
That's my line. Leave, would you please? For God's sake. Besides, the baseball game's about to start. Okay, that's enough texting for today. I'm gonna crack open a nice cold beer and enjoy this game. So, get lost. Please, just pack your bags and do a vanishing act, would you?
Terry, come on, this is nuts.
Terry, are you there? Answer me for God's sake. I just got home from work and my keys don't work. Did you go and change the locks?
Hey, back from work so early?
You didn't, did you? Change the damn locks?
That's right, I changed them. You just wouldn't listen to me, so I took drastic measures. It was the only way to keep you out.
Man, you've really gone too far.
How many times do I have to keep repeating myself? This is my house!
And how many times do I have to keep denying it? This is my parents' house. And also, I just saw our nameplate outside. Did you really use a magic marker to scratch out my name? You've gone completely unglued. What else can I say?
Well, that's about all I could do for now. I'll have a proper one made later. Just the first step towards establishing my ground.
You have no legal right to be doing this. You do realize that, right? Just open this damn door.
No, can't do. This is my house, remember? Oh yeah, I forgot to mention it, but my mom is also moving in next month.
Excuse me? What?
I had no choice but to kick you out. You're like a stubborn stain that just won't come off. I need a super strong detergent to get that darn stain off and for good.
Are you trying to take over this house?
Like I said, this is my home. I'm not trying to take it over. It's already mine. If you have nothing else, please get lost.
Terry, you're going to regret this.
Finally gave up, I see. Now I can finally relax. May as well crack open another beer. Stay the hell out of my house.
Hey, Jim, could you put me up for the night?
Huh? Is that you, Erica? What's up, sis?
Actually, it may not be just tonight. Maybe a bit longer.
Yeah, no problem, but why? What's wrong? Got a long drive ahead of you, though. From there, it'll take at least an hour.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you directly anyway.
Yeah? Talk to me about what?
Terry just commanded her house.
Huh? What do you mean, commandeer? Do you mean like he confiscated it or something?
Yup, that's exactly right. Just took it over as if it were his. He even changed the lock to the front door.
You're talking about Mom and Dad's place, right? I know Mom and Dad asked you to take care of the place while they were gone. You work nearby, don't you? You're talking about that house, right?
Yes, that's right. It's only been 3 days since we got divorced, but he just won't leave. Says it's his place now. He even said his mom is moving in next month. Can you believe it? Right after the divorce went through, I demanded that he leave, but he was persistent. Just wouldn't budge. I've been pleading with him to leave for 3 days straight. I had an important business meeting today, so I was out all day. But when I got home, the door was locked and I couldn't get into my own home.
Man, I can't believe he went to all the trouble of changing the lock.
I know, he's totally bonkers. I was going to call the cops, but I didn't want to cause a big scene, so late at night, you know the Dawsons next door, right? Well, they just had a baby a few weeks ago, so I decided not to cause a ruckus. For now at least, and decide to contact you. Sorry about this.
Don't worry about it. But why would Terry be so adamant about staying at the house? Why not just move to his parents' place or something? He's the one who wanted a divorce. He should be the one to leave.
Yeah, well, I think it's his mother. Probably filling his head with all kinds of nonsense. Apparently, she told him that even if we get divorced, everything I own becomes his. I can't understand that logic, of course.
So, he got into his head that the house is his. I haven't talked to you about your personal matters much, but as far as I've heard, the reason you divorced was something to do with Terry's mother being a real pain in the ass, nitpicking about everything you did, and the fact that Terry never really stuck up for you and always took his mother's side.
I never thought it would escalate to this after the divorce went through. I mean, who would have imagined?
How about all your stuff? What happened to everything?
Yeah, about that. I got most of my valuables like jewelry and cash, but there was a bunch of other stuff that I had to leave behind.
Oh, that's too bad. Anyway, no problem staying here with me. Come on over and we'll have dinner ready for you. We can talk more then.
Thanks, Jim. I knew I could rely on my big brother.
We need to sit down and discuss plans to get that house back. Maybe we should give Dad a call.
Huh? Call Dad? But he's way across the state.
Yeah. I heard he'll be in the next county over for a business meeting tomorrow. He said it's like an hour or two drive. If we explain the situation, I'm sure he'll rush over to help us.
Really? If Dad were here, things would go a lot smoother. After all, it's his property.
Okay. It's all set then. I'll call Dad right away and you get your little butt down here.
Jim!
Just kidding. Be careful driving down here.
Okay, thanks, big brother. Hey, Terry, are you there? You will be leaving that house today. Mark my words.
Oh, come on! Not you again! What the hell do you want? I thought we settled this yesterday. You're really hell-bent on getting this house back, aren't you?
You're really hell-bent on squatting. I know why you're squatting in my house. You got fired from your job and can't rent a place, right?
Huh? Where'd you hear that?
And the reason why you can't go to your mom's apartment? It seems she's heavily in debt and can't pay the rent this month. So she's getting kicked out.
Who the hell told you all that?
Your friend. The one who took my side during the divorce hearings. He did a little checking for me.
Randy! I knew that guy since high school. How can he do this to me?
Yeah, Randy. He's a way better person than you. He was shocked how you treated me. He told me everything. So you and your mom have nowhere to live. So you decide to take over my parents' house. Do you really think such a preposterous scheme would really work?
Of course it will work. This place is already mine. The only people that have the right to live here are me and my mom. My wife's stuff is my stuff, X or otherwise. Get that through your head. This house is mine. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's settled.
This is our home, buddy.
Huh? Who is this?
Hey, it's been a while, hasn't it, Terry? You remember me. Jim, Erica's older brother.
Jim? What the hell do you want?
Just helping out my little sister.
This has nothing to do with you.
I don't have your line ID, so I'm using Erica's phone. I hope you don't mind.
You're not here with Erica, are you?
Yeah, I am. Along with my father.
Your father's here too?
Now, why wouldn't he be here? After all, it's his property. He owns the land. And the house itself, that's in my name.
Seriously? I thought the house and land was in Erica's name.
Yeah, it's her family home, but she doesn't own it legally. We do.
She never told me that.
My father and I live and work over in another county, so obviously we can't live there. Then you and Erica got married and simply started living there on our behalf. She worked nearby, so we didn't mind. Besides, it was great to have someone looking after the house for us. We're not living there now, but we eventually plan to return. It's our family home, after all, and we plan to keep it that way.
But...
You must have figured you could just take over the place since we weren't living there.
Well, I was just trying to... Alright then. How about this? I'll get back together with Erica.
Excuse me? Are you saying you guys are gonna get married again? The divorce just went through 3 or 4 days ago.
Yeah, well, it happens a lot, right? Just a difference of opinion, but we still love each other. We'll invite my mom and we can live as one big happy family. Problem solved.
I heard the reason you guys got a divorce was because of your mom. She really did a number on Erica. Drove her nuts, I hear.
Huh? No. My mom never.
And you never had her back. Always sticking up for your mom. Must have been really lonely to have no one to comfort her. So I don't see why she would want to remarry a mama's boy like you. I mean, really? She would be nuts to even consider it.
Yo, well, that's me and Erica's problem. We'll work it out.
All right then. Why don't we meet? You, me, and my dad. Let's talk this out and come to some sort of agreement. What do you say?
Huh? Meet? In person? Where?
My dad had the locksmith open the back door.
Huh? A locksmith? Back door?
You're gonna need some talking to about personal property, my friend. You know what? Actually, now that you guys are divorced, we could call the cops. You know, report an intruder. You could get shot.
Please. No cops.
This locksmith guy is good. We're coming in.
Please. We can do this later. I have some errands to run right now, so... Erica! Are you there? Please, help me!
What do you want?
Your brother and your dad, they're making me work at some work site.
Oh, yeah. I figured it would turn out this way. I hear it's a live-in job, and your mom can join you. Sounds pretty good if you ask me. I mean, you guys had no job or a place to live. Worked out perfectly. You should be grateful to my brother and my dad. They did you a favor.
Are you kidding me? This ain't no favor. I'd rather be jobless and homeless than do this crap. You really think my mom and I are happy working at Gonzo Sanitation Services?
My brother and dad pulled some strings to get you guys that live-in job. I wish you would show some appreciation.
But we can't work there, of all places.
Come on, don't be such a wimp. You'll get used to it in no time. It may be hard for a while, but just think. Someday you'll grow to love that job. Good luck.
Don't give me that good luck crap. Why the hell did you even bring your brother and dad to the house anyway? Why couldn't you leave things as it were? Everything was going just great. All you had to do was keep your mouth shut, hand over the house to me. Nobody would have been the wiser. But you had to blab about this to your brother and your dad.
What's wrong with you? Do you still not understand?
What are you talking about?
The house. It's in my brother and father's name. It's not mine, and it's certainly not yours. Get that through your dim-witted head of yours, would you? I'm sick of repeating myself. Even if I simply said, okay, Terry, I'll give you the house. Do you really think that would pass? I could point at the house next door and say, that's yours. Would that make it yours? Same thing.
Yeah, well...
You really need to catch up on some basic rules of society for God's sake. Well, you got plenty of time to think it over with your mom. Good luck.
Hold on a sec, Erica.
So long, Terry. Have a good life.
Please, Erica, don't abandon me!
Terry was texting me like that while packing up his stuff. My brother and my dad kept an eye on him while he got ready. They obviously suspected he was texting me, trying to get me to reconsider. I gave my brother the text exchange later on, and he handed the transcript to Terry's new boss, who used it as future reference. As part of his employee training, I suppose. As for Terry's mom, she had accumulated considerable debt. I hear she's working hard to pay that off by working double shifts as part of the road crew. Oh, and my father had several cases of expensive craft beer that he had collected and stored in the fridge down in the cellar. When he found out that practically all of it was gone, he went ballistic. He had even ordered several cases from Europe, some rare, hard-to-get brand. Some of it was very rare, irreplaceable, I heard. It was all valued at more than $10,000. Terry was utterly shocked to get the bill. He figured it was just your usual Bud Light. All I could do was shake my head in disbelief.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Grace, pick up the phone!
Huh? Adam, what's going on? I'm on the bus right now, so I can't talk. Can you message me?
You're on the bus? Not at home? You're out of the house right now?
Yeah, I'm on my way home from the gynecologist. It'll be arriving at F Station, the last stop, real soon.
No, you can't go to the train station! Abort! Abort! You have to get off the bus now!
Huh?
Pull the stop cord! Have the driver stop where you are now and get off as soon as possible! After that, you need to escape to your parents' house!
Huh? My parents' house? Escape? It would take me an hour to get to my parents' place from here. But in any case, it still involves going to F Station.
No, you can't get on the train!
But our baby's due this month, and I'm way too pregnant to be driving myself.
Get a taxi!
What? I don't have anywhere near enough money in my purse to afford a taxi journey that far.
Leave it to me. I'm gonna call your parents. I'll tell them to expect you, have them pay the fare, then give them back the money myself later. Please, Grace, you have to listen to me!
But Adam, you said escape. What does that mean? Why are you in such a panic? You're scaring me, babe.
My mom found our new address!
What?
I got a call from my brother. One of our loose-lipped relatives carelessly said more than she should have, and now my mom knows where we live again!
I pulled the stop cord and got off the bus early.
Good. Now you have to get a taxi! Do not get on the train, whatever you do! And don't go anywhere near the house! It's compromised now!
Got it. Hello, Grace. It's been a while. This is Adam's mother, Barbara. Huh? Barbara? That's weird. I could have sworn I blocked you. Uh-huh, so you did. I knew it. I didn't want to believe you'd do such a thing, but no matter how many messages I sent, there is no red mark and not a single reply. You've got some nerve to block your own mother-in-law. Just who do you think you are, young lady? Do you have any idea how much trouble I had to go through to change my number? I had to buy a new phone. Did you forget that me and Adam said we didn't want you in our lives anymore and broke off all contact with you? Of course I didn't. However, I never agreed to it in the first place, which is why I still fully intend to be part of your lives. I see. So I suppose that means what me and your son want is irrelevant then? I'm the one who asked the question here. Oh yes, that reminds me. I heard you're pregnant, is that true? And you're a month out now? Girl or boy? Why would we have any obligation to divulge that kind of personal information to someone we cut out of our lives and broke off all contact with? So you don't want to tell me. That can only mean one thing. It's a girl, isn't it? Excuse me? If it really is a girl, you'll be putting it up for adoption. Adoption? Not only that, you'll also be divorcing that good-for-nothing Adam and marrying my eldest son, Cedric, instead. What? Think about it. It's in your best interest to spend your life with my eldest son, Cedric. He'd give you a far better life than anything my failure of a second son, Adam, could provide you with. But good grief, young lady. Will you make sure you at least produce a boy this time? In any case, my Cedric is brilliant. So, it'll most likely be a boy if he's the dad anyway. What the hell are you talking about, Barbara? You're nuts! A baby's gender isn't exactly something you can control, is it? Besides, I'm Adam's wife. Why would I marry Cedric? I don't need to listen to the misinformed whining of a lowly bride. Know your place in this family. Anyway, I'm on the train at the moment. I'm on my way to see you as we speak. I'll be at your house before long, so the three of us are going to be reunited very soon. I'll be living with you until the birth. While I'm there, we'll be making the preparations for the divorce with Adam and your subsequent remarriage with my brilliant Cedric. This conversation went so far off the deep end, I don't even know what to say anymore. That's fine. Your input isn't required. All you have to do is obey me, your mother-in-law, your superior, and the matriarch of this family. Be a good girl for me, okay, Grace? We'll be speaking again soon. Adam, I'm in the taxi now.
Grace, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I managed to dip out of the office early, so I'm on my way to your parents' house myself now, too.
That's good news. Are you driving?
I noticed your message as I was slowing down for some traffic lights, so I pulled into a nearby convenience store car park to reply. You didn't run into my mom, did you? You didn't run into my mom, did you?
No. But I think it was a seriously close call.
Huh? How do you mean?
She sent me a bunch of messages just now.
Seriously? Didn't you have her blocked?
I did, but apparently she bought a new phone and changed her number so she could message me again.
She really will stop at nothing. What did she say?
Where do I even begin? Well, firstly, she thinks she's living with us until the baby is born. Oh yeah, and she also says I'll be divorcing you and marrying your brother instead.
What?
That's not even the last of it. She said if the baby's a girl, we have to put her up for adoption.
Oh my god, has she lost her mind? I thought having her blocked all these years might make her reflect on her behavior for a change, but if anything, she got worse. I'm so sorry for all this, Grace. To think this is all going on at such an important time, you already have enough on your plate without having this crap to deal with.
I'm fine, really. Thanks to your quick thinking, I was able to change course before running into your mother. If not for your message, God knows what kind of mess I'd be in now.
I'm just pleased it got to you in time. I really am sorry.
It's fine, honey. Thanks for looking out for me. It really means a lot. Grace, I'm not happy with you. Pretending to be out? Seriously? What grown woman behaves like this? Come to the front door and let me in now. I'm well aware this is yours and Adam's apartment. You can't run anymore and you can't hide. Hey, are you listening to me? Let me in. I'm not going anywhere until you let me in. So you may as well just be an adult about this. Come out and face the music.
Mom, long time no see.
Is that Adam?
Please tell me you're not still in front of our apartment.
What do you mean? Of course I am. I intend to wait here patiently until Grace lets me in. And believe me, I can be very patient when I need to be.
Listen, here's the thing. Grace isn't there.
Huh?
Come on, Mom. You must have been there, what, over an hour by now? Did it not occur to you that we might be out?
Don't talk such nonsense. It's only natural that your wife would wait at home to make the necessary preparations to entertain me, your mother, her superior, and the matriarch of this family. On the occasion of our reunion, no less. Not only that, but I heard she's due to give birth this month. You can't expect me to believe she's going out, gallivanting in the distant lands while 8 months pregnant. No, she's probably in there now trying not to make any noise. The coward!
No, she really isn't there. So you're wasting your time.
Good grief. I've said it before and I'll say it again. That girl needs to have more awareness of her duties as a wife if she's going to be part of the family. She needs to be retrained when she marries Cedric. We can't have him having to put up with the same slovenly behavior that you do.
Yeah, Grace told me all about these weird ideas of yours. The problem is, Cedric has no intention of marrying her.
Oh, you do say some moronic things sometimes, Adam. He normally has no interest in women, but he's always so very kind to her. I've never seen him that way with a girl before. That can only mean one thing. He likes her. It's my job as a mother to make the eldest son happy, which means the two of them have to get married. It's the only thing for it.
I guess that means my happiness is irrelevant because I'm the second son then? That's a very you thing to say, Mom. I see you haven't changed a bit. One thing you don't seem to be aware of, though, is that it was Cedric who introduced me and Grace in the first place.
Huh? It was?
She's a longtime friend of Cedric's girlfriend.
What? Cedric? Girlfriend? My Cedric had a girlfriend?
Has. They're still together. They were childhood sweethearts. They met in high school, so they've been together well over 10 years now.
Well, this is the first I've heard of it.
That's probably because he didn't tell you.
Why not? I'm his mother!
Oh, by the way, that reminds me. Cedric isn't at your house anymore. He moved out today.
He did what?
You have no idea how long he's been biding his time, waiting for the day he could finally escape from your tyrannical clutches. Which is why he's been making preparations to move out in secret, waiting for his chance to win his freedom once and for all. He saw how distracted you were by your mission to track down me and Grace, and knew he had to go for it now or never. He made his move the moment I sent him word of Grace making it out safely, and he won't be looking back. Remember how he switched to remote work a little while back? That was all to minimize the amount of ties he had to the local area so as to make Operation Escape the Mad Dictator go as smoothly as possible. And guess what? It looks like it did!
Oh my god, this can't be! Cedric's my eldest son! It's his duty to protect this family! And what about when I get old? Who's gonna look after me? Do you expect me to go into a home?
It's funny how you say, this family, as if it actually means anything anymore. You're all alone in the world because of the way you treat people, Mom. You no longer have a family. If you want to chase him, chase him. Grace and I won't be telling you where he's going, though.
Apparently, my mother-in-law left immediately after that. According to one of the neighbors, she showed up and rang the doorbell for over an hour. While taking her phone out and typing like a woman possessed in between buzzes, her expression becoming increasingly contorted all the while. But then, her expression suddenly turned to one of blank amazement while staring at the screen, after which point she immediately left in a panic. Hopefully she'd get the message and leave us alone now. But just to be on the safe side, we quickly sold the apartment and moved away. Cedric, my stepbrother, finally married his childhood sweetheart girlfriend. Later on, they got some news that his wife would be transferred overseas for work, and Cedric plans on going with her. That was the story of my mother-in-law, whose attitude towards her family was so despicable she got disowned by her own sons. With my father-in-law no longer with us, it's basically guaranteed that she'll be spending her retirement alone now. I can't deny that I do feel a little sorry for her about that, but since she still poses just as much of a threat to our family as ever, it can't be helped. Me and Adam definitely have no intention of helping her after everything she did to us.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Maria. You okay to talk?
Oh, hey, Cora. Good morning. I just finished cleaning up. I got a bit of time. Can I help you with something?
I know it's a day off and all, but could you babysit Owen today?
Huh? Babysit Owen?
You know, I'm a single mom and all. In order to bring up a child, I have to work, you know. And so my boss, he put an emergency shift. Apparently, someone couldn't make it. He just couldn't find anybody else. Asked me personally. Really hard being in demand all the time.
Right.
Maria, you're a housewife, right? You got time, huh? Sorry. So, I'll bring him over right away.
Sorry, not today. I'm busy.
Huh? Why not?
Well, actually, I found out last month, but I'm pregnant.
Oh, wow, really? So maybe a little brother or sister for little Maya. Congratulations.
Thanks. So, right now, I'm going through stuff. You know, morning sickness. I really can't be babysitting in this condition. I'm really sorry. Could you ask around for someone else?
Okay. I left Owen at the front door. I'll pick him up later. See ya.
Huh? Hold it! I just refused. You understand, right?
Come on. You'll be fine. I mean, you were just cleaning up a second ago, right? If you could do that, no problem taking care of one little kid. Easy peasy.
I was just doing light housework. You know, washing the dishes. Owen's here at the front door.
Yeah, like I said.
I can't do this. Please, come back and pick him up. Please, Cora, pick up. Cora, you left Owen at the front door again. What is this?
Oh, hi, Maria. Yeah, I rang the bell, but there was no answer. So I left him standing at the front door. I have to stay overnight, so I'll pick him up tomorrow night. Hope it's not a bother.
Overnight? You're not serious. I can't keep him.
Come on, he can go to elementary school with Maya. Not a problem, right?
Please take care of your kid yourself. I mean, maybe you should consider after-school daycare service or something?
No way! That would cost way too much. A waste of money. You have your hands free, right, Maria? We should all help each other and save on expenses. It's costly bringing up a child.
I didn't even say I would accept.
Besides, I would be able to stay overnight if I put him in a nursery school. Use your head.
How could you let another person take care of your kid while you go off overnight somewhere? Is this really that important?
Yes, very important. Guess what? I have a boyfriend.
Huh? A boyfriend?
He was also brought up by his mom, so he really understands what a single mother is going through, if you know what I mean. Now, if someone like that would be Owen's dad, wouldn't that be wonderful? So I really have to make this work.
Well, it would seem a lot better if you took Owen with you on such a trip. The three of you could get to know each other better.
The relationship hasn't gone that far yet.
But anyway, I cannot babysit Owen for you. Sorry. So, would you please come and pick him up?
Come on, help me out here.
I really can't.
For now, I really want to make this work between us. So, I'd really appreciate a little help here. Can't you hear me? I said no! We're not some nursery school, you know? Okay, so I'll pick him up tomorrow, okay? Please, Cora! Hey, Maria. Cora here. Could you please take care of Owen from today? Another overnighter. So I'll pick him up tomorrow night. Again? Your morning sickness has gone better, right? So no problem. It's gotten a little better, but it still doesn't mean I can babysit. Owen's a quiet kid. No need to worry about him. Besides, it's been 3 weeks that I've been having him stay with you. No problem so far, right? Yeah, Owen's a good kid for sure. But these overnight romps are getting numerous recently. If you don't get your act together, your ex-husband's not going to be happy about this. Oh, come on, please. I have complete custody of Owen. You couldn't do a darn thing. Forget that for the moment, but get this. I think he's going to propose to me. Is that so? Okay then. I'll pick him up as usual around 8 p.m. See you then. Take good care of Owen for me until then. Hey, Maria, are you there? Did you take Owen out to the local McDonald's or something? Hey, answer me. I'm here to pick up Owen.
Good evening, Cora.
Oh, Maria, finally. Thank you so much. At first it was all complaints, but, well, you're doing just fine. Really, a lifesaver. Thanks.
I didn't babysit him because I wanted to. I mean, did I even have a choice?
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and first off, our house is not some daycare center. Even my normal everyday chores are tough. On top of that, I have to take care of a stranger's kid? Please.
Well, I suppose. But you know, even not being pregnant, housework can get taxing.
Do you know where Owen plays every day?
Huh? Of course. At your place, right? I can understand how you feel, I suppose. But your morning sickness has simmered a bit, right? And unlike a single mother like myself, your home environment is way better than mine. You got it great. You shouldn't be complaining one bit. So, right now, please help me out with my love life. By that I mean take care of Owen for me in the coming months. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Where's Owen?
Not sure. Probably with his dad.
Huh? Come on, Maria. You know that's not possible. You know I got divorced last year. I think he's helping with his family store up north. He lives hours away. How could Owen go to his dad's place?
I think that was only when he was helping out at the main store.
Huh? The main store?
Yes, apparently his sister runs the main store, and he runs the newly opened one nearby.
No, that can't be. My ex-husband? He's back living here?
Yes, the new shop opened at the mall near the highway. He's staying at a residential hotel nearby until the shop gets off the ground.
That mall is like 6 or 7 minutes away from Owen's school.
Yeah, that's about right.
So, Owen is...
Yep, Owen's at your ex-husband's place.
Then that means...
While he prepares for shop opening, he takes the time to play games with him, checks his homework, and makes meals. They seem to be having a lot of fun together. But according to him, he's still cautious about meeting you. It's really not been too long since you guys split up, so... My husband stops by the hotel on his way back from work, picks up Owen, and then you come and pick him up later in the evening. That's been the basic routine.
You're not serious. How long has this been going on?
I guess it's going on 3 weeks now.
That's from the very beginning.
I did tell you how bad my morning sickness was, right? Well, Owen was the one who got in touch with his dad. He was worried about me. Like I said, he's a good kid.
Owen contacted him?
Yes, he has this little good luck charm that he always carries around. It's got his dad's phone number in it.
Huh? His number? In that lucky charm of his? This is the first time I'm hearing that Owen was with his dad the whole time.
Your ex-husband said he contacted your folks about this whole affair.
Huh?
He couldn't very well contact you directly, and besides, you blocked him online, so... He evidently asked your folks for permission to pick up and take care of Owen while you were doing your thing. Your folks apparently gave him permission.
I haven't heard a thing about it. What's going on?
I really don't know the details. I can't answer that.
I can't believe this. What the hell are my folks thinking? It's inconceivable that my child would be put in the care of my ex-husband.
It's not my place to say, but I believe the divorce was not your husband's fault. Am I right? As that was the case, there were no specific rules or restrictions about him meeting Owen.
Owen just wouldn't want to go back to the place. After all, I am his mother. That's why I figured I didn't need any custody restrictions or anything like that. Owen obviously wants to stay with me. I was duped.
Yes, well...
Anyway, I do not appreciate you butting into our affairs. So, where is Owen?
As I said, he's probably with his dad.
Huh? At this time of the evening? Well, according to your explanation, it's about time your husband brought him home, right?
Oh, yes. That was until yesterday.
Huh? Until yesterday?
Yes, I had to go back to my parents' place yesterday.
Which means you're planning to have your baby near your folks' place?
Well, yes and no. We bought a house near them. We're going to be living there.
What? This is the first I'm hearing this.
About us moving? I did line everyone on our school PTA announcement page.
I missed that.
If you check your message history, I'm sure it's there. Please check.
Oh, yeah. Your husband is available, right?
What about my husband?
Your husband is a company man, right? Well, I'm sure he won't be able to just move and commute from that far away.
Yes, I suppose that would be the case normally.
So, that means you guys will live over there and your husband stays behind and works here. That means I can have your husband take care of Owen in the future. Perfect. Okay, that's all set.
My husband resigned from his company.
Huh? Resigned?
Yes, that's right. He's going to help my folks with the business. Take over someday. So, we'll be one big happy family.
What? You're not serious. Everyone is so darn selfish. Right when things are going great with my new boyfriend, I really can't have Owen interrupting this good thing.
Owen's your son. How could you say such a thing?
Well, it's a fact. It can't be helped. Damn it! I have a trip planned for the next weekend. How are you going to fix this? This is all your fault!
Cora?
What? What is it?
My husband contacted your ex and...
Huh?
He apparently wants to talk to you about laws concerning child neglect.
Huh? Child neglect? Me?
Yes, that seems to be the case.
What the hell is he talking about? I asked you directly, Maria, to take care of Owen. How's that neglect?
Even after I refused you, you just left him standing at the front door.
But
your ex said he wants to talk about custody of Owen one more time. This time with a lawyer present.
Huh?
I believe that your parents have given him permission to proceed. As this is the case, my husband and I no longer want any part of this whole mess. So, please work out the details with your ex-husband. Evidently, Owen's father had been working behind the scenes to get custody of his only son. He just asked to convey exactly what he said. Nothing more, nothing less. After, I heard that he was able to get sole custody of Owen. Apparently, Cora's folks paid a one-time compensation for Owen's future education. About Cora's new boyfriend. Well, he found out about the whole affair and subsequently broke off the relationship. He was apparently aghast at her despicable behavior and told her she was not fit to be a mother. But Cora's parents weren't finished with her. They demanded that she pay the compensation back and made her work day and night to do so. But she has no idea when she finally pays off the debt to her parents, they plan to banish her for good.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.